Hey, Jimmy with Cuff and Stuff. Have you been feeding your family fish sticks like this? Really? Look, we can do so much better than this, and it's really easy to do. So stick around and let me show you how to do it, and hang tight. Okay, you see what I've got is 4 pretty fillets, all right? Cod works well. Any really kind of fresh fish you could do this with. I've never tried it with salmon. I don't know whether salmon would work to do fish sticks or not. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my knife and I'm gonna run my knife right down the middle, and I'm gonna make strips out of it. And we take and make about 3. So let me get my pan here, and as we cut them up, we'll take them. Some of these are going to be a little thicker than others, but that's all right. Down the middle. All right, let me get the rest of this cut up into strips, and I'll bring you right back. We've got them cut up into strips in our pan, and I'm gonna take them and I'm gonna put a little bit of seasoning on them. You can probably guess what I'm gonna use. Of course, it's Uncle Steve's shake. This is Gator Shake. Oh my goodness, it goes good with seafood, fish, just about everything. And it's Cuff and Stuff approved. So I want to get a little bit of Gator Shake and get it in here and get it mixed up good on all sides. And there we go. All right, we got it seasoned up. Let's let it hang out for a few minutes. I'm gonna bring you right back. Let's start with our dry ingredients. This is 3/4 of a cup of yellow cornmeal. Okay, this is 1/2 cup of flour. Now this is self-rising flour here. Use either. It works just fine. There we go. About 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. About 2 tablespoons of just granulated sugar, 2 tablespoons. And let's take and mix all this up. Now you know you got it mixed when it all looks yellow again. And it's not going to be as yellow as it was before, but it won't be that bleach white color. You know you got your flour mixed in good. Be sure you get all your lumps out. All right, now we're gonna do a dredge. So I'm gonna take a little bit of my cornmeal and spread a little of my cornmeal out on my plate here, and just a little bit of flour. And let's mix this up. And all this is going to be is just a dredge to get it started, okay? All right, wet ingredients. Set this aside. All right, for my wet, I need a couple of eggs. Here they are. And we're going to do 1 egg. All right, and we're going to start off with about half a cup, maybe a little less. This is just our egg wash. I know you've seen that before. And it doesn't matter how much milk really you put in here, because we're going to add more to our dry ingredients. We've got it beat up good. Let's just add our wet to our dry. And you see, as this mixes up, and this would mix up to be sticky enough to hold together to make your hush puppies out of, but we don't want it that thick. I've heard it compared to the consistency compared to like pancake batter. We want it loose enough. Get it stirred up good. There you go. About like that. About like that. All right. Now I'm going to let this hang out. Important step. Let it hang out for about 10 minutes. And while we're doing that, we're going to be getting our oil hot. So I'll bring you back. Got the oil up to temp. Let's start taking our pieces. And I'm going to run them through my dredge just a little bit. See if I can get it all over the table. And let's drop it down in our batter. And I'm going to do several pieces at a time here. Not all of them, but we'll do several just to fill up our pot. Get them dredged good. Alright. Put those in like that. Get it covered good. We're going to shake it off. And then we're just going to drop it right down in the grease. Now, I'm going to admit, I'm using vegetable oil. And I know all the health stuff and all of this. Yeah, I know. But I also know that potatoes and fish and chicken all seem to have a better taste with vegetable oil than canola. I do use canola a good bit. In fact, I've tried most oils, but okay. All right, let's let these brown up. Now I'm gonna make sure that they don't stick together, but I'm not gonna move them around a lot. I'm just gonna let them float. All right, let's take them out. These are nice golden brown. All right, let's dredge some more. Get it down in our batter. Big old piece. Must have been one I wanted when I was slicing them. All right. Round two. Just drop him in. There's that big piece. second batch. Okay, there we go. Now, isn't that better than that clank, 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 clank that came out of that bag? Oh man, tell you what, it's my time. They've cooled down enough. I'm going in. That hint of sweet from the Hush Puppy batter, the zest from the Gator Shake, that combination, crunchy on the outside, flaky, juicy on the inside. I gotta go back, I'm sorry. If you don't try this one, you're gonna miss out. They don't take long. They take 2.5 minutes maybe, a piece to cook. That's one whole batch that you can cook. You can crank these out. It doesn't take long. I don't have an hour in this at all. So now my family's about to chow down. I know this is gonna disappear. Hey, listen, thanks for hanging around and seeing how these turn out. Hush Puppy fish sticks. Hush Puppy fish sticks. Hard to beat, easy to make. Oh my goodness. Hey, if you hadn't already, how about hit the circle on this side, subscribe. I'll have a video just for you right down here. Neither are gonna cost you a dime. Give me a thumbs up. Hey, until next time, hang tight and be good to one another. Hang tight.